another exciting one. This one I came across at the market. The guy who was selling it to me was very enthusiastic that I wanted to buy. So I told him poquito, like a little bit, maybe just because of my pronunciation or the fact that I just don't speak a word of Spanish. He gave me like a gigantic bag of them and asked for 20 pesos, which is $1. And I was like, oh no, no. And I was like, 10 pesos worth. And he's like, 10 pesos worth. No, just take it. And he just gave me the whole bag, which is like so generous, so sweet of him. But then I was dragging around this gigantic bag of these things for hours in this market. And then when I got home and I finally looked it up, I found out that you can't really eat them. You have to cook them, which I don't have the means to do. So yeah, I've got like a gigantic bag of these things that I can't do anything with. So I'm gonna just kind of leave them in my room and hope that, the chambermaid here will, know what to do with them, because me, I don't know. I did find out that if you go through the trouble of getting ones that are riper, that are yellow, you can crack these open, and on the inside, you can eat the bit on the inside. And it's supposed to be a lot like a coconut. I guess these are actually palm fruits. They almost look like teeny tiny coconuts, right? So I'm gonna go outside with this, and I'm going to see if I can get it open. Let's go find a rock.
What better place to find a rock than the Zocalo, which is like the square of the city here. Always bustling, lots of people. It's gotta be a piece of sediment here that I can grab. Okay, so that was incredibly difficult to open, but I got it. And on the inside, you can see it looks like a tiny little coconut. It's got a brown shell there and creamy white flesh. It is kind of hard. Not entirely. It's like the same as coconut, I guess, around that kind of firmness. It's very difficult to open just because it's so sticky that when I hit it with a rock, it just kind of cushions the blow. But yeah, it can be done. It tastes somewhere between coconut and a water chestnut. It's creamy, it's firm, it's got a nice nuttiness to it. Nothing really to write home about. It's like coconut, just maybe not as good. But still not bad, totally worth eating. I'm glad that I took the effort to find a rock and crack this open, but I don't think I would make a habit out of doing that. Cooking it though, that might be a better way to do it. First, I'm going to actually crack one of these open and just give an idea of what the fruit tastes like raw. Now, you're not supposed to do this, so I'm guessing it doesn't taste good. It's not going to kill me, but it's most definitely something that people don't do, probably for a reason. So there's the inside. Just eating a teeny bit, just in case. Oh, that's bad. It's not strong. It's mostly flavorless, but tastes like glue. When that mixes with your saliva, it's just slime. And the inside is super duper fibrous, like the most fibrous mango in the world. This is just bringing back memories of me in preschool tasting the paste, okay? Tastes like that. Yeah, that might explain a lot about me, but it tastes like that. It's non-toxic, okay? But yeah, it tastes like
like paste. I was fortunate enough to find a vendor who was selling it. They apparently candied it in some sort of sludge. And I think like what actually happens with this, because like this goop in here is like fairly viscous. They probably just like boiled it with sugar and water, but because of like the gluiness to the pulp, it actually thickened it as well. So that's fun. And I just have 2 here. I know that as soon as I open this up, it's going to be a big mess. So let's like take a little look before we do it. It looks like they peeled it first and then scored. I don't know if you can see that, but you see those lines in there? I think they scored it with a knife so the sugar can get in there. So that's apparently how you do it. It's still very tough though. Okay, so there it is in all its glory, but you want to see what's gross? Blah. That is so nasty. Ew. Maybe these are in honey? No, I think it's that gluey pulp. Oh, it's so nasty. All right. Yeah, great. Tastes like molasses and cinnamon, which is apparently, what they prepared it with. It seems like they prepared it with like a very dark sugar. It's not as gluey. I mean, the syrup is gluey. It's like all like disgusting, but the pulp itself is like easier to get through. I'm not gnawing on fibrous glue anymore. It's like actually like coming apart, although you still kind of have to gnaw it. I don't really see the point of doing this, honestly, but the flavor isn't bad. But I feel like you can put anything in this like molasses, cinnamon concoction and it would taste fine. And this thing just doesn't have anything to it. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. But the seed in the middle is super hard. So I feel like I want to like crack into it with my teeth, but I know that if I do that, I'm gonna break my teeth. My guess is that this is something that people kind of just like walk around and they like suck on it. Because that pulp in there holds the flavor of this sugar concoction really well. So I feel like you can keep this in your mouth like a jawbreaker and it's just going to continuously like release flavor. And I think I can understand. You like walk around all day with this thing, and then when finally, like 5 hours later, the flavor is gone and you actually get down to the pit, then you can crack it open and eat the little coconut inside. And that seems pretty fun. I just like can't get over the slime. The slime is kind of gross. But if you can deal with that weird texture, then yeah, this is like candy. I could see this becoming a very nostalgic fruit for somebody. Think if like someone were to give this to you when you're a kid and you got like accustomed to it, then like this is not something that you just like eat. This is like an experience, and that I think is a special thing. It's like it's not something I'm accustomed to, but I can see how this could be something that would be fun for somebody. All right, well, until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, so at the end of this video, there's going to be a preview of next week's fruit, so stay tuned for that. But first, business! I want to give a shout out to all of my Patreon supporters. Patreon is how this channel happens. So if you want to help me out by giving a completely voluntary contribution to my channel, check out the link that's around me right now or in the description below. Big shout out to the channel Smarter Every Day. They help me out a lot on Patreon, so if you haven't heard of them, check them out. I also have t-shirts for sale. These are available on my website, which are also in the link below. If you don't want to give me money, subscribe, click the bell, like, comment, any of that stuff. Alright, thanks so much, guys. Bye.